Glad you could join us again tonight on Face Off. We've come again with another interesting topic, and we'll be hoping that our two guests in the studio will help us. We're looking at the controversy that's currently raging over budget padding. Controversies have continued to trail the 2016 budget, from getting missing to discrepancies in the fiscal document and eventually delay in its passage. All of this drama. So from the chairman of the House Representatives Committee on Appropriation, Abdul Jibril, some days ago after he was removed, alleged that some principal officers influenced the padding of the appropriation bill. The lawmakers have refused to sweep the indictment under the carpet. The Senate Majority Leader, Ali Ndume, among others, has faulted this claim, insisting that the National Assembly only amended the document. So amendments, padding, as is the practice, anyways. Were there distortions, really? That's the question. Were there distortions in the 2016 budget? Should there be a review of the entire budgeting or budget processing? This is the topic we'll be looking at today. And I have two gentlemen in the studio who are joining me. I have Professor Akpan Ekpo. He's the DG West African Institute for Financial Economic Management, YFM, right? Yeah. To my right, I have Mr. Ola Alimashahun. He's a former lawmaker. Is that anything like a former lawmaker?
Yes.
Okay. He's a former lawmaker with the Lagos State House of Assembly, is it? Yes. So, gentlemen, before we go on, I'll take a short break. After the break, when we come back, we'll listen to a little of a background to what we are trying to discuss. Let's take a break. Well, we're looking at the entire budgeting processes that has led to some controversy recently, with banters of words coming from a former appropriation chairman in the House and against the leadership of the House and all of that. So that's what we're looking at today. But first of all, let's set the ball again rolling by listening to this report on this controverted issue.
Representatives adjourned plenary on Thursday for their annual recess. No one had any idea of what was to follow. Since then, the former chairman of the House Committee on Appropriation has demanded that the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker of the House resign, and he has also made several allegations against them. The spokesman of the House has now come out to address some of the allegations made by the former chairman. He started by giving reasons why the lawmaker was removed as committee chairman.
His removal was based on sundry acts of misconduct, incompetence, total disregard for his colleagues, and abuse of the budgetary process, among others.
He also challenged the former chairman to provide facts to back his allegations against the Speaker.
Our counsel to Honorable Abdul Mumini is for him to be real, as a man, by bringing up credible, authentic, and verifiable documents or stubborn facts which disclose the commission of crime on the part of any member or leader of the House.
And to the allegations of budget padding, the House spokesman had this to say.
When, therefore, the National Assembly appropriate funds in the budget, it can never, under any circumstance or guise, be deemed as regarded as tinkering or padding. The legislature is therefore constitutionally incapable of padding the budget.
The House says the whole saga is an internal matter, and in accordance with its rules, the House Committee on Ethics and Privileges will investigate the allegations made by Representative Abdul Mumini Jibrin. Lanre Lasese, Channels Television News.
Should the entire budget processing be reviewed? We're looking at the controversy in the House currently. Two guests in the studio right now. Professor, can we have your opening remarks as far as this issue is concerned? Let's even hear your perspective about the entire episode.
Well, thank you very much. I think it's a little bit embarrassing that at this age in our history, we are talking of whether the budget is padded or not padded or tinkered with, because that's a process. And for me, the House has, when we go through the process, by the time the budget gets to the House, they have an oversight function to look at the budget in detail. And each government agency or ministry will defend the budget before the appropriate committee of the House. And in doing that, the House, based on its oversight function, has the right to ask questions, And those questions might mean either
the principals,
the principals either trying to either add, subtract, and so on and so forth. So for me, the issue of padding does not really make sense.
There was no budget padding.
Yes, but we have to go back to how it came to the House, because it would have started from the agency or the ministry.
Let's listen to Mr. Ola. Mr. Ola.
Well, I think I will approach it from the basis of the Constitution, because Section 81 of the Constitution actually allows the President to cause to be prepared and laid before each House of the National Assembly at any time such financial year estimates of revenue and expenditure of the Federation for the next following financial year. So what that means essentially is that the budget is going to come from the President to the National Assembly. It is for the National Assembly to approve or appropriate funds. And in the process of doing that, they can actually reduce the amount of the budget. But what the National Assembly might not be able to do is to insert projects in the budget without the consent and knowledge of the executive. And if they have done that, to that extent, it can actually be technically called padding.
So you believe this has happened?
Technically.